Hello all. Now in this video we're going to see print formatting with strings. So in the previous video we have seen injecting a variable into string using the plus sign, that is string concatenation. So for example, you can say name equal to, and inside the print statement you can simply use the string you want to print plus the name of the variable. So here you can see the variable name is used to print along with the character here. So now in this example, you can see the name is a variable and value is a variable which hold the value 10. So if you want to print it along with the string you already have, you just have to keep your strings in the quotation, single apostrophe or double quotes. This is the variable name you are adding, and plus sign indicates that is a string concatenation. So here one drawback is you can see that integer variables cannot be concatenated. Plus only concatenate the string characters. So that is why we are going for print formatting. There are multiple ways of formatting strings for printing or including values in them. So we are going to see few methods here, and this is obviously called string interpolation. So there are two methods available for string interpolation, which are dot format method and fstrings method. So we are going to see them in deep now. The first method we are going to see is dot format method. So this is the syntax for it. In print, you can have string 1, string 2 on a number of strings, and these are open and close parentheses here. So after giving the strings, you have to dot format, and inside the bracket you can have a number of values which will be passed to this open and close bracket here. So let's see an example now. If you want to print open bracket, close bracket, and here I want to pass the values. So here you can see this is the string, and here you have to use dot format, and this is the value I'm passing here inside the bracket. So if you run this, you can see the result here. I watched 10 movies. So there are a lot of advantage of dot format method that we are going to see. So the main advantage of dot formatting method is strings can be inserted using index position, which is very much helpful. If you want to insert many strings together, for example. So in the same thing, I'm just adding the values here. Let's pass the values by index. So here I have three things: 10 movies, sci-fi, and the third thing I'm using is. So now you can see inside the dot format, the index of string will be 0, 1, 2, like a list. So I'm passing it to make a meaningful sentence. So this comes first, 2, 1, 0. So now if you run this, you can see I watched 5 good sci-fi movies. So this we can remove to make it meaningful. That's it. So here you can see I watched 5 good sci-fi movies. Also you can repeat the strings in the index 0 continuously or a number of time you want. So now if you run this, you can see I watched movies. So this is one of the advantage of dot format. Also, it is clear that this is more or less similar to list. Now we are going to form a dictionary kind of thing. That is, we can assign the string to a variable here. This is M for movies, S for sci-fi, and G for good. So here, instead of index, you can use the variable name just to print the value stored in that variable. So if you run this, you can see the same result. I watched 5 good sci-fi movies, which is same as using indexing method. So let's move on to the next example. So similarly, like string, we can format the float values using the dot format method. So now here I am printing 22 by 7, and below that I'm just defining string here, and using dot formatting method I'm printing the value stored in the variable a. So if you run this, you can see the result here. Also you can assign a variable here. Instead of indexing, we can use the. So now if you pass result in this bracket, you will get the same answer. So now we can use the dot format method to limit the number of decimal digits. The syntax for that is the value width dot precision. So I am limiting to 5 decimal digits. So this is the format. So this is value, this is the width, and this is the precision. So if you run this, it will limit to only 5 digits. So what does this one does? That will be your concern. So normally if you give 100, you can see space here. That is 100 spaces will be kept here. It won't be a big deal, so just keep it as 1, and remember this dot 5f, this will limit the floating point. Only 5 digits will be there after the decimal point. Okay, that's it for a dot format method. Then we will move to another method, f string. So that will be very easy since it's more or less similar to other programming languages. We will move on to that method. So for example, if you give a equal to 100 and print. So before moving to f strings, we will just relate it with the dot format method. So here you can say Johnny had, in this place I want to enter that value in the variable. So here you'll use dot format and a, and if you run this you can see the result here. Johnny had 100 apples. In f string method, which is more or less similar to dot format method, where you won't use dot format here, you have to, instead of using dot format function call, you have to replace it with the f here, and you have to pass the value directly in the bracket here. So now you can see the result here. Like dot format method, you don't have indexing here, you can directly add the variables here if you have too many variables. So here I'm just passing b as int here. So if you run this, you can get int here. So for dot format, just remove this value of uh, remove this variables from the bracket and remove this f and put your dot format call here. So here you have to use indexing and click run. Like this you can either use dot format or f strings method. Personally I prefer f strings, which is quite easy now. That's it for this video. Meet you in the next lecture.